The best part was honestly getting to work with Guy Ritchie, who I'd been an enormous fan of for years and years. And then the rest of this cast, I got to work with a lot of people that I'd already worked with, so it was a fun reunion. You sort of, the rhythm of film business is you work with these people kind of intensely, and then we all go off and we live in different places, and you don't get to see each other again. So I got to work with Jeff Bell again, Jude Law, Aidan Gillen, plays Littlefinger in Game of Thrones, and Eric Bana. So that was a lovely little reunion. Yeah, it's funny, you want to do everything you can as an actor to limit the amount of acting required when you actually get to work. And I knew that Guy was gonna, because of being a big fan of his films and knowing the type of actors that he's drawn to, I knew he was going to surround me with some real contenders, dudes that you can't just pretend to intimidate, because they're not going to have that. So you got to show up and let them know, bro, if it came down to it, I'd whoop your ass any day of the week and probably twice on Sunday. So that's the benefit. It's not really about looking good, it's about getting the eye of the tiger and knowing when I walk into the room and say, I'll whoop all your ass, you can bet that if it comes to it, that's what's going to happen. The only thing power means to me is having the power to live your life freely, to have the opportunity to be who you want to be and live the way you want to live, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, Power, I've never really, I say it in the movie, I've never had any power, it's not like I covet power in a traditional sense, but having the power within one's own life to be able to get up and spend your day doing something you care about is to me what real power is. That's real power, I guess, within the context of my life, to say, of a director say, listen, I'm not going to meet you, and me say, actually, sunshine, you are going to meet me. That's power, I suppose. Oh, I'm feeling myself getting drunk on it now you pointed it out. Well, I think first of all, he'd probably have a bit of a trouble walking down the streets of LA with a sword. I've actually encountered officers of the law with a sword in my hand before in real life, and they do not think that's funny. So yeah, he probably wouldn't do that well.
Well, I think it's the make-believe. I think when you grow up and you see these kinds of films, you never imagine that you're one day going to be in one of them. So you just try and soak it up. It's very magical, and to work on a film of this scale, it's always pretty special. So each day you just take it in and make the most of it. It was a pretty special project to be a part of. Well, I haven't seen the film yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing the finished version tonight. But yeah, there's a real energy on set that comes from Guy's attitude, and he's very cheeky, and I think that shows in a lot of his work. So it doesn't surprise me that it comes through in the final product. Yeah, I'd worked with Charlie. We did a little film together a few years ago and worked very, very closely. So I was thrilled to get a chance to play his father, which meant that we didn't get a lot of time on screen together, but it was still fun to work with him.